Hello everybody, Chris again. Today we're going to be talking about closing the sale. Now in the last video we kind of talked about demonstrating and overcoming objections, all things that are going to be really important towards closing the sale, but today we're just going to talk about actually closing the sale. Now, if we've done a really good job here and we've built really good rapport with our customers early and we've asked the right questions early and we've been able to narrow down from 100 products down to one product, we're actually going to do a very good job here of being able to close the sale. Hopefully, if we've done those things correctly, our customers are simply going to give us a buying signal where they're basically asking us if they can purchase, and that's my favorite close. And if we've done our job right, most of the time this will be how your closes will occur. You just have to know that as soon as that customer is ready to make that purchase, we've got to immediately stop talking and start ringing that transaction, right? But that's where some salespeople fail. They'll sit there and want to say something else or ask another question or anything like that, and it could end up costing them the sale. So again, once that customer says that they're ready to buy or indicates that they're ready to buy, let's confirm it and let's move on to the register. But let's talk about for the customers that aren't going to close themselves for you. What I find is when you find the pause or you've reiterated everything, you've showed them how everything works for them, you've demonstrated it, you talked about how the specific feature benefits their specific needs in that forum, and you've demonstrated that it's the right product for them. I personally like to just come right out with it and ask the customer, would you like to buy this today? What I'm looking for here is the objection. I want them just to tell me no or no why, right? So I can start working on the rebuttal process and show them different ways of how this product is going to be the right product for them. So my goal here is to get to that no right away. If they would say no, which is what will happen a lot of times when I ask that question, I'm simply going to ask them why. Well, do you mind if I ask you why? Because it really seems like, you said that you love this and this product takes care of this, or you're worried about how many people can sit here and we've gotten plenty of seating for you put together. So, I'm just not sure what's actually keeping you from, wanting to do this today. Maybe I didn't cover something for you, and look for that objection for them. This is where salespeople tend to fail the most. They do a lot of the other stuff right because you can teach it, you can train it, they do a lot of that stuff right, but they just struggle to ask the customer why. It's very important that you ask why here. That customer has taken your time, you've demonstrated stuff to them, you've talked to them, you've helped them out, you've built rapport with them, you've earned the right at this point to ask them why. Once they've given you that why, we're simply going to look at how we can overcome that objection for them. So it might be that the price is too high, right? So this is going to be one of the common objections that a customer will give you. We want to ask them compared to what, right? A Maserati is going to be a lot more expensive than a Kia Rio, but certain people need a Maserati and certain people are okay with the Kia Rio, right? So we have to find out why it seems expensive to them, So a lot of times I'll just ask them, compared to what? What have you seen out there that was more, less expensive? Did you agree that these features are exactly what you're looking for? Or, and once I'm starting to find what their actual budget is or what they were initially thinking, a lot of times I'm a lot closer than what, they thought initially. I might be $50 or $100 over their budget, and there might be numerous ways to get that accomplished, right? So a lot of times, you'll find out you're really close, but you just need to figure out how to get the rest of the way for them, and often the gap is a lot shorter than you could ever think. Now, what I'm going to do here with this is I'm going to try and take away a feature and step down. Is usually how I'm going to take care of this. And then it's going to work one of two ways. Either they'll go with the lower product and I still get a close, or they'll go with the higher product and that's going to be okay. So what I'll do is I'll say, if I take out feature Y, I could save you, $200, $300, whatever it may be, and that should get them to where their budget is. And if that works for them, great, let's ring that product out. But a lot of times they'll tell you, well, I really, really like this feature that's in there. Well, Mr. Customer, that is why it's a little bit more than what you initially expected, but I know from talking with you that it's going to be the right product for you, it's going to be the right thing for you. And then after that, I want to ask them, so did we want to buy the product that has every feature you like for a little more, or would you like to purchase the one that can get into your budget, it's going to be a great product, and will make you happy there? So which of those two did you like, or talk about financing options at this time. Hopefully I haven't talked about my financing options. I can, go with that. If they say that they have to get somebody else involved, that's good too. Maybe we can talk about surprising, that person. Sometimes that'll work. A lot of times I ask them just to call the person, hey, do they really want to come into the store? They sent you out to do all the research and that. Maybe can we just call them and see if it's what they would like to do as well? Those are all good ways to overcome some of those objections. Ultimately, though, what I want to do is at least rebuttal no less than 3 or 4 times here and try and figure out what those are. I should ask to close no less than 3 to 4 times. And again, we've earned that right. Now, as soon as we do get that commitment, again, from that customer and they're ready to buy, immediately ring that transaction out. We want to make sure that we go over the sale in very detailed form so they know exactly what they're getting, what our return policies are, and what our exchange policies are too. Make sure that they're going to be very comfortable with the process. And then ultimately what we want to do here is at the end, thank them for the business and reiterate how they can get a hold of you should they have any questions. At the end of that, again, just make sure that we've thanked them, and that'll help you to get that sale closed. I hope these tips worked out well for you. Have a great day.